Alright, so this is going to be a follow-up video on the progress so far of the powerstroke build. Again, this is the 96 F250 7.3 powerstroke 4-wheel drive pickup. First obvious thing that I've gone ahead and done is these tow mirrors off the 2007 Duramax pickup truck. I really like them. I mean, they came out phenomenal. I don't have them fully together, the inside plate here. I don't have that plastic piece covered on because I'm gonna have to repaint all of this. And I went ahead and filled the original window holes with, I put some wire mesh over them. And then I was going to weld them, but I just never got around to it. So I just put mesh over them and then bonded them. And then smoothed it all down, and yeah, looks good. I did the same thing on the, like I said, I still have a little bit of work to do, but I went ahead and smoothed all this out. Got it nice and clean. So these plates from OBS Solutions, I believe they're made for like a 2003 to a 2007 Duramax conversion on the OBS trucks. And when maybe it was like a 2000 or 1999 to 2003, I don't remember. Anyways, these Duramax tow mirrors here are slightly newer than what the plate kit recommends. So you can see I have like this thin gap here that I'm gonna have to figure something out on. I think I might just put some weather stripping in there so that there's not a gap, some black weather stripping so that you can actually see it. I really want it to be clean, but I don't think that I'm gonna be able to get that right now. Doors are all back together. Everything in here is freaking dusty. Truck's been sitting. I got a lot of work to do still. But the mirrors are fully functional, or the side window is fully functional. The wire is running down inside of the door for the mirrors. I haven't exactly gotten around to figuring out how the heck I'm gonna wire this setup in a manual crank, manual lock truck, but there it is for now. So under the hood, everything is back together down here. Finally finished it up yesterday. I pulled the fuel pump. I'm not too sure if I showed it in the last video, but that's not supposed to be disconnected like that. So this had snapped off, and I didn't know it and didn't have leaks until I pulled the pump out. And that the plunger and this little cast piece here were sticking inside of the block when I pulled the pump out. Almost had a heart attack, but it came right out. I had the fuel pump, the fuel bowl, the turbo out, cleaned up the fuel bowl, replaced some O-rings in there, brand new fuel pump, mechanical for now, until I figure out what electric kit I want to go with. The turbo has been completely rebuilt. I did the KC Turbos balancer DIY kit, and with the transmission out right now, I really can't start the truck up and see how that performs, but I'm super excited there. I did get the riffraff diesel boots on, the intake boots for the Y, and then the turbo air filter boot. Let's see what else. There's the transmission. It's next to the truck, ready to go in. I just haven't gotten there yet. I think today what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the 6.0 trans cooler in and get all that figured out, how I'm going to wire that in. Let's see. Still got to get the exhaust put on. Need to check that transfer case and just make sure that everything's operating smoothly in there. Still got to install the hydro chip. Like I said in the previous video, I'm not too sure if we're gonna go with the Jelly Belly tunes right off the bat or not. Jelly Belly 1023, I'm not too sure whose tunes we're gonna be putting in here, but most likely go ahead and just download the Hydro tunes and run it off of that. Still debating on the front end squat. It's just bothering the hell out of me. Everything looks good except for the squat. Might just, I really don't want to go without a leaf. I need to figure that out. What else do I have to do? Do need to replace that grill. Corner mounts busted out. You can buy those online. New plastic black insert for, man, I saw them, I think it was carparts.com or somewhere like that, for like $25. Heck of a deal. Also, so my grandpa had an 84 F250 single cab diesel pickup. A long time ago I had wrecked that thing, rolled it, crushed in the cab, the bed, probably tweaked the frame a little bit. I had forgot that we still have that truck over in New Mexico. Well, my brother's dad does. And he recently went over there for, I think 2 or 3 weeks to visit. And I talked him into pulling the bullnose front end off the 84 truck to bring it over with him. And he's coming into town today. So I'm going to highly consider the bullnose swap. The only issue I'm having is that I really like the color of this front end. I really like that patina sanded down look that I've put on this truck. So it's gonna have to look really clean, or not clean, but really sweet for me to be able to do that bullnose swap. Just because the bullnose that I'm getting is the two-tone factory blue where they had the side stripe going down and everything. Almost like our brown Ford out here, where it has kind of that two-tone brown color, but the bullnose that I'm getting is two-tone blue. This actually has the diesel engine. This is a 94, I believe. So this has the diesel engine out of the 84 in it currently. The transmission's just out. Well, and this is shitbox. This is my 1988 Ford Festiva. Purposely sanded down. As you can tell, I don't like shit super clean. I have one tinted window out of the whole vehicle. This whole side at some point has been replaced. I think this car has like 300,000 miles and still runs like a champ. I don't have fifth gear though, but who needs fifth gear? Just cruising around in town. I really like to blast Footloose soundtrack, or Footloose songs. The Footloose theme song in this car, just because it's my Footloose shitbox. And this is the ignition was drilled out, so this is my power on, power off. I just leave the keys in there and turn it off and take that out. I don't have any problems with people stealing stuff in this small town, so I hate the baby blue color right there. It's absolutely ridiculous. But at some point, at some point this might get like a 2JZ swap. I might throw a little diesel tractor engine with a hood stack, 350 small block Chevy. Who knows? This thing is definitely wanting some more power, or at least I am. So once the truck is running, I'll park this and put some plans together for it. When it is, oh, look at that. There's a little grasshopper inside of the car. The other day I had a bird in there because I left the window down. But on the back window, I was joking about it, but I might be serious for an Instagram photo. The back window of that car, I might put a sticker on there that says, big letters, that says spare tire, and if it fits in the bed of the truck, put it in the bed of the truck and get a couple quick photos just as a joke that it's my spare tire. If this thing, God forbid it happens after all this work, but if this thing ever has any issues, I got a spare tire that I can just back out with some racks and drive. But I'm not going to leave the damn thing in there. It's just going to be one of those funny things. So yeah, rebuilding the turbo really wasn't that difficult. I highly recommend that if you're going to go with the KC turbo rebuild kit for the TP38 turbo that's in these trucks, that you watch. There's a guy on YouTube somewhere out of Arizona here. I love watching his videos. It's if you want to go look him up, it's 928 OBS, and he does a full walkthrough that helped me out a heck of a lot on the KC turbo DIY balancer kit install. Really helped me out rebuilding this thing. Not that it was that difficult at all, it was stupid simple. But if you ever get around to it and need to watch a video on how to put that kit in, just check out his video. While I had the turbo out, I went ahead and replaced the donut gaskets and the metal gasket to the turbo off the up pipes. They weren't leaking. I think the driver's side was the worst out of the two. It was just kind of corroded a little bit more than the other one, but they didn't have leaks. They looked great, but since I had them out and the transmission out, I just went ahead and swapped everything that I possibly could. The turbo does have the EBP V, whatever the damn thing's called, delete on the pedestal, and on the back side of the turbo coming out the exhaust, I went ahead and got that little plate right in the center of the screen on the back side of the turbo, after the T-clamp, that deletes the butterfly flap in there. So no more of that crap. Not sure that it really makes much of a difference, but everything is smooth and ready to go. The truck has 190,000 miles, and at this point I'm not sure how much I got into it. Maybe close to 10 grand. So it is going to be quite the champ. Anyways, after I get the transmission, transfer case, and the transcooler in, I'll go ahead and do an updated video. I might go ahead and add another video that'll be a little different today. I'm going to go take a look at about a late 1940s, mid 1950s International 220 flatbed boom truck. Not sure if it's got the Cummins in it, or if it's got the Detroit, or if it's just a gas engine, but I'm going to go look at that, and then an old late 40s model Chevy truck. So I might do short videos on those. I don't know if I'm going to get them, but the guy wants them off of his property and might work a heck of a deal out on those. So yeah, if anybody's got any questions on everything that I've done so far to the truck, feel free to shoot some comments. Let me know what you want, what you got questions on, maybe what you'd like to see done to the truck, or anything else. Yeah, so like I said before, the beginning of the stages of this YouTube channel kind of makes me feel like I'm just standing out here in the driveway talking to myself, which I really am, because again, nobody is around. But for everybody that's watching, I hope you enjoy, and yeah, we will have another video up here soon. Thanks.